Come along with me to my 3-day dental school orientation. To kickstart the first day, I got up early and went on a walk. We walked our animals just around the city before coming back, and I made myself a little breakfast before I headed out to orientation. Today we had to wear business casual, so this is my outfit, and then I headed over to the school, which is about an 8-minute drive from my apartment. We checked in and got this little goodie bag as well as our IDs, which I'm in love. We had computer checks to make sure our computers fit the requirement, and then logged into the Wi-Fi on all of our devices, and then took our first ever exam. It wasn't graded, but still. We had a little break, so I headed over to the bookstore and I picked up this little car sticker, which I think is so cute. We then checked into our lab benches, which I'm 96, and this is going to be my lab for the entire year. Got these boxes with all these instruments in them, and we had to go through and check everything off, so this is just me showing you everything that was in the box. After this, we were able to take everything that was in here to our locker, which I was lucky to get a lot of shelves in mine. Lunch was provided today, and then the very last thing we did was just lock our lockers. Moving on to day 2, it was Ruwear, and this was the only shirt I had. I stopped at Starbucks before heading to the school, and I tried to use my key card, but I didn't use it right, so I just was able to go in because it was unlocked. Breakfast was provided today, so I had a donut. It was like our first actual day of orientation, so we had like a welcome, an introduction, a few breaks, and then we had a presentation on student success before heading to lunch. Over lunch, we met with our mentor, and they gave us a tour of the school, as well as tips and tricks on how to be successful. After lunch, we had several more presentations from the Alumni Association as well as DEI. Missouri Dental Association came and we played these games where we could win cash prizes. And this was the end of day 2, but then we had an ice cream social outside where we could meet and greet with all of the D1s. Moving on to our 3rd and final day of orientation. Today we had to wear our class color, which was burgundy. Breakfast was provided again, and we also had an organization fair that we could walk around to during breakfast. We had a presentation from ASDA before having a faculty panel, which was honestly so helpful because we could ask so many questions. After that, it was time for lunch, which was nacho. Then all headed over to the bookstore to pick up our mini kit, which was actually not so mini. Honestly, it was a big kit, and it had a lot of stuff in it. Everything that was in our kit, we had to put in our locker, which, like I said earlier, I was super lucky to get tons of shelves. This is what my locker looked like after I put everything in it, and that was pretty much the end of the day and wrapped up the entire orientation, and we start school on Monday.